What's up, investors? It's the Russian dude. Let's immediately talk about this one single trade, which was able to save the entire company from going bankrupt. Not too many people talk about this particular part of the story, so sit back, relax and enjoy. So the company we're gonna talk about is GameStop, and this guy Kid Gill, also known as the Roaring Kitty. You already know this saga, which was able to do a short squeeze, gain hundreds of millions of dollars, and this is what the media is mainly focusing on, that this guy became extremely wealthy. But what not too many people talk about is that how he, by doing this trade, was able to save GameStop from closing its doors forever. To begin with, last day GameStop shares went up by 47% approximately, and then even more in the post-market. One of the main reasons for this, it is because this guy just announced that he's gonna do a live stream on YouTube. And that's it. The price went up significantly. Once again, the Wall Street will try to see if this was a stock market manipulation. Guy literally just announced a live stream. At one particular moment, the GameStop price in the post-market, it was able to cross $60, which made this guy Kid Gill a billionaire on paper, which is an absolutely massive gain. This guy is just simply a genius who got lucky and who was in the good place and the right place and the right time, because his initial investment was only $53,000, and just this week alone, reportedly on paper, he made approximately $348 million. Yes, in just 1 week. And his initial, once again, investment of $53,000 at the moment of recording this video is worth approximately $586 million. So most of these things you guys probably already heard about it, because this is what media talks about most of the time. But he was also able to protect GameStop from going completely bankrupt. And yes, we can discuss endless amount of hours if this was a stock market manipulation or not. If you're a Wall Street representative, if you're the Securities and Exchange Commission, this guy obviously is a trickster, he stole money out of your pocket. But whenever this guy was doing these announcements, whenever he was making his Twitter/X posts, whenever even he just announced that he's going to do a YouTube live stream, every single time the share prices were going up. And obviously we already know that GameStop is a struggling business. Not too many people buy actual physical products anymore, simply because you can order all the games online. You don't even need to leave your house. So it was inevitable that sooner or later GameStop would close the doors forever, until the Roaring Kitty appeared in their life. Because one of its uprising, whenever the share prices were going up significantly, the executives, the management of GameStop, they took this an opportunity and they issued a lot of additional shares. They did let's call it like a secondary public offering, releasing more shares to the public, selling them at one of the top prices, and this additional capital which they were able to raise was able to keep them afloat for much more time than they were originally planning. And even though all this smart money, Wall Street, Securities and Exchange Commission, they're looking for any single hint that Kid Gill can give them, whether he's doing a stock market manipulation or not, in order to prosecute this guy, because millions of dollars can only be made by Wall Street representatives. Who is this guy? Who does he think he is? But once again, in fact, he is doing not such a bad job. The majority of this money, these millions of dollars he was able to make, not just for him, but for a lot of his followers as well, this came from the pockets of the institutional investors who were shorting GameStop. They got burned, short squeeze happened, and these institutional investors, they are the ones who primarily lost hundreds of millions of dollars. Once in a lifetime event happened, whenever the Wall Street lost a lot of money, whenever the game was turned against them, and now they're crying like little babies. So just you let us know down below in the comments, where do you think it is a stock market manipulation or not, or you're actually happy for this guy finally showing the place to Wall Street representatives. But as of this video, we're now gonna continue talking about cryptocurrency, specifically Bitcoin, which is expected to skyrocket and experience so-called 1980s growth. And here what it means. First of all, according to this graph, the activity of actual Bitcoin trading is reducing, but the activity of Bitcoin ETF trading is increasing, which is a very basic understanding that not too many people know how to buy cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin and stuff like this, but it is much easier for them to buy Bitcoin ETF. Majority of online brokers allow to buy ETFs much easier than cryptocurrencies. This is a first good sign. Second good sign is this graph, which shows that the supply of Bitcoin decreased recently after the halving. Guess why this happened? Exactly, because halving means that the reward for Bitcoin miners was literally slashed in half. A lot of Bitcoin miners, they left this industry because it no longer became profitable for them, once again decreasing the supply. And if the demand stays the same while the supply is decreasing, it means that demand is now much more favorable, which boosts the price at least temporarily. Second good sign. The third good sign is that the inflows into Bitcoin ETFs, they happen non-stop for already at this point 2 weeks straight, as you can see from this graph, and this is also hundreds of millions and billions of dollars we're talking about which flow into Bitcoin. Another good sign is that according to this graph, Bitcoin volatility is now reducing at least a little bit, which also tells us that the maturity, that the crypto market is becoming more mature. But also historically, whenever Bitcoin volatility was reducing, there was at least temporarily increase at Bitcoin's price. And then right here, next graph shows us the current halving in comparison to the 3 previous ones. So basically, as you can see, we are just getting started. Because according to this another graph, this current Bitcoin halving cycle is only 3% complete. All the 3 previous Bitcoin halvings they did cause the Bitcoin price to literally skyrocket, and well, 3%. We are just in the very beginning of this cycle. According to this next pretty interesting picture, we can see that the integration of Bitcoin into everyday life is happening faster than the integration of the internet. And I mean, guys, you already can see that the internet is used by literally everyone. You are watching this video right now because you do have internet access. So in case this graph continues the integration of Bitcoin, as soon as it will be matching the speed of the internet integration or even surpass it, you can only imagine what's gonna happen in the decade or so. And as a result of this, according to Peter Brandt, he is seeing right now Bitcoin price behavior to be more or less equal to the behavior of the price of the shares of the stock market back in 1980s. Well, I think it is undeniable. I gave you so many proofs, I gave you so many facts right now to show that we are on the edge of something massive happening within Bitcoin system. I'm not telling you guys, go spend every single dollar you have, but the signs are here. Please be careful, make your own research before making your final decisions and spending your money. This video is just for entertainment purposes. But personally, I do have allocation to Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies in my own portfolio. And last but not least, at the moment of recording this video, NVIDIA became the second biggest company in the S&P 500 index, surpassing Apple. Well, there you have it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If this was informative, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and see you on Monday.